Hello everyone, I decided to make a Meta Runner tier list, so you know what? Because why not? So might as well just get right into it with begin at the beginning. You got the robot's arm parts guy. You know, I thought this guy was just gonna be a random one-off character, you know, never just kind of there and never mentioned again. Or like, you know, there to fulfill an episode or two and then, you know, forgotten. But he actually became kind of a major character in season 3, surprisingly. So you know what? I'll put him in, you know what, yeah, A, because, you know, he's kind of a shady character, but ultimately he's a nice guy, and actually kind of nicer than some of our heroes, ironically enough, or at least one of them in particular. So, yeah, he's an alright guy, probably kind of gonna go on B, but, you know, he helped us out enough, especially when we didn't deserve it. Belle is a cocky side character to our main girl Tari and her main rival, who ultimately was the frickin' main pink-haired girl's objective girlfriend the entire time. She's fun, like she's a fun character, you know, when you check her out and all that jazz. Always fun to see her on screen, if only just to hear her talk, you know. But even though she does things bad, she's entertaining. The robots automatically get into S tier just because anytime they're on screen, they're fun to watch. Same with the henchmen that are all the way over here because, again, they're one-off side jokes, but they're fun. So, they're okay. They get a pass into automatic S tier, you know. You entertain me, you're in. Alright, this one's kind of hard to see because it's in the shading, but this one is Masa. No, wait, no, that's not Masa. That's not Masa at all. This, I think, is supposed to be, Sheridan, then. Yeah, sorry. Say it's Masa. Masa's literally right here in all colors. You can't possibly miss him. I'm an idiot. So yeah, this is supposed to be Sheridan. Evil man. Who caused so many problems for all of this. And is just, you know, he's the main reason that this should happen. Is a corrupted evil scientist. So yeah. F him. Well, I can't F him. So I'll D him. I'll give him the D instead. Lamar's a fun character to check out. He's always fun when he's on screen. Doesn't get to do much, sadly, but whenever he's on screen, he has a fun joke or some quip to say or something, you know? He's fun while he's there, and though, sadly, he isn't given too much, which is why he's not much higher on the list. Although he does make the save quite often, more often than not, which is, you know, good. He's a good guy. Lux. Lux is kind of funny in the sense that Ace brought up that, you know, they were so busy making Lux intimidating, they forgot to give him any actual crimes. So, Lux ultimately gets shot in the head for getting a speeding ticket at the end of the day. Because that's the only thing he actually did wrong on screen that we see. So, I guess we'll put him in B. I mean, just because it's implied he did some messed up stuff. Other than just a speeding ticket, which is, of course, worthy of death. It is one of those where it's like, oh, it's implied that he did a lot of evil stuff. Do we get to see any? Nope. But we'll give him a speeding ticket. That's about it. It is one of those things where it's funny if you think about it for a few seconds. Again, they spent so much time making him intimidating, they forgot to give him any crimes. Freaking... At least when Zero and SMG4 did some evil stuff, they made sure to give him evil stuff to do, like killing an entire universe. Masa just sped. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Now we got Masa, who is going right down there with Sheridan, because we actually get to see him do a bunch of evil, corrupt stuff, and he gets off scot-free. Like, does he even go to jail? I don't think so. It's like, F you. He's rigged the game. He rigged the game against this freaking multi-handed guy. He's done so many sinister stuff behind the backs. And he takes a fucking screwdriver to the head or to the neck and explodes, and he's just fine next scene. Like, okay, even if that thing had killed him, I don't think it would have been like a sacrifice, that would have redeemed his character or anything like that. But it would have been like, well, at least he went out on a good note, just to, you know, take down Sheridan once and for all and all that jazz. Like, he may have been evil the entire time, but, you know, he went out on a good note, so maybe we can forgive one or two of his actions. No, he's fine. Also, we're going to make a joke of the fact that he just essentially committed suicide. It's fine. No one dies. Though someone gets fate worse than death if you think about it. This pink-haired bitch, fuck her. She is a spoiled brat who just wants everything her own way, and it's easy to really hate characters like that. They just want everything for themselves and nothing for everyone else to make their lives easier and screw over everyone else. Fuck them, end of story. Like, I think if you honestly gave Lux a character like that was similar to that, where you just made him more greedy and power hungry or something like that, or just a total bitch, it's like, it would have gone better. But then again, I mean, technically she doesn't break any laws, I guess. So, okay, I guess we'll put her in C. But we're keeping, that's as high as she's going because I don't actually hate, because I don't like anything about her. Like, Lux, I can at least enjoy his smooth, fine voice performance. She's just a bitch. Fuck it. Like, you know. Sorry. Okay. Now we got Evelyn, who I think was the main goal of the entire series. At least I can think her name was Evelyn. I blank on the name. What's funny is, she's the main goal of the entire thing we're going after, and we just get, like, fucking nothing for her character. It's just like, oh, she was the original person who was the best meta runner. Okay, when do we get to see her in action? Oh, she gets about 5 minutes of screen time across the entire franchise, and 4 of those minutes is when she's used to be used evilly. People talk of Evelyn, but we don't get to really see much of her. And by the time we see her finally revived and kissing Beto because lesbian, they're fine. You know, it's over. I mean, I'm not saying I want a season 4 or anything like that, although I wouldn't complain. Just one of those where, you know, it just feels like there should have been more. Though I really do not know what they could have done. I guess maybe have like. Okay, maybe if they go into like a virtual world where Tari like speaks to her directly or something. I don't know. Just have that as an episode or something where she just speaks to Evelyn and we learn more about her. But I can't. That's me rewriting Meta Runner, and it's not my show. And I certainly don't have the budget for it. All right, yes. Anyway, next we have the Goggles Girl, who is the sister of Evelyn, and she can go right there along with her sister because I have nothing to say about her. She was just there to be the hacker girl and just get us out of the thing. And it was cool, though, how she just took down Sheridan, essentially, by locking him out and calling the police and all that jazz. Like, she got the final stab and all that jazz. Like, that was fun, but I don't feel much for her character, you know? She's just kind of there. There's nothing wrong with just being there. I mean, Lamar is just kind of there, but he's fun. She's just kind of there, and that's the end. I don't know. I know you can't give literally every single person that big of a character when you have such a big cast, but I don't know. The robots managed, and the henchmen managed to do something, even though they were just comic relief. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna skip Tari for now and come back to him. The Tomato Guru guy is, well, okay. I put him in the A tier because I put everyone else in, but the joke never really landed with me, so we'll just put it in mid tier just because it's a funny joke, it's okay, and it's a one-note joke done. Like, these two have varieties in their jokes. This guy's like, I'm going to give some sage wisdom that's a tutorial. The joke didn't land for me. That's just an opinion piece. But hey, I didn't think it was bad, I guess. Alright, Coconut Boy. He is a... You know, we'll put him in, yeah, him and Tari are like the dynamic duo, and you know what, freaking Tari's going in there too, because we gotta keep these two together, because the entire point of the show, these two ultimately die together, if you think about it, essentially, because it's kind of a fate worse than death, if you think about it. Because they're not getting out, so, yeah, and they only got, like, so many games, so eventually they will run out. Like, they can only cross over some games so many times until their inevitable demise. It's just like, you will run out of stuff to do eventually, and eventually you will realize, oh god, I'd rather be dead. What have you done to us, Tari? And who knows how long that'll take. No. I mean, I do know that Atari eventually comes back in SMG4. Well, technically she's already in SMG4, but this version of Atari, but that's another thing entirely. And I'll get to that when I get to it. But yeah. Coconut Head here, freaking Coconut Boy here, was a fun character to check out. He's always a bright spot, even though he did have his darker moments. But it's like, It's just nice to have a happy character in a world that's constantly depressing, you know? You need that kind of person because everything nowadays is just like depressing. Can I have a smile for God's sakes? No, more angst. And Tari's more interesting than Evelyn because at least we know some of her. Just a genuinely nice person who wants to help out and just be a good individual. You know, it's hard sometimes, but doing the right thing is hard. Just a fun character and all that. Plus, I just like the fun character. Then I always remember the friggin' Tari. Atari. I don't know. Atari. I don't know. I had fun with it at least. She's my fave, and that's just it. Well, of course, the joke characters, of course, but you know, I always have a favoritism towards those characters that are just genuinely nice people because you don't see that much in media nowadays. Nowadays, everyone has to be this angsty, complex character that is so edgy and darkness and bruh. Oh, my parents are dead. Sorry, I'm coughing. You don't get to see many of the frickin' characters are just like, no, I want to help out people, and that's it. I'm not saying we have to get rid of all the angsty characters. I'm just like, can we have more smiles, please? But I don't know. But Ace is doing that stuff better in his fanfic, which you should go read, and he'll probably update it at some point. I don't know. Anyway, that's this little thing, and thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a great time. This is my Meta Runner tier list, and if you have your own agreements or disagreements, you know, let me know in the comments below. Hello, until next time, later.